Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Keep hustling, determined, unstoppable dreamers conquer math. Keep hustling, determined, unstoppable dreamers conquer math. My metric system comes in hand for my meter, gram. For any of these key units, I can put a prefix to it. Kilo, hecto, deca. Key unit, deci, centi, milli. That's how we do it. Kilo, hecto, deca. Key unit, deci, centi, milli. Every time I move my decimal to the right, I multiply by 10, alright. When I move my decimal to the left, I divide by 10, oh yes. My metric system comes in hand for my meter, gram. For any of these key units, I can put a prefix to it. Kilo, hecto, deca. Key unit, deci, centi, milli. That's how we do it. Kilo, hecto, deca. Key unit, deci, centi, milli. Every time I move my decimal to the right, I multiply by 10, alright. When I move my decimal to the left, I divide by 10, oh yes. Keep hustling, determined, unstoppable dreamers conquer math. 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 Whoa, hey, whoa. My metric system comes in hand for my meter, gram. For any of these key units, I can put a prefix to it. Kilo, hecto, deca. Key unit, deci, centi, milli. That's how we do it. Thank you for watching our music video for our Lyrical Math track, Keep Hustling. Keep Hustling is a song that teaches you how to convert between units in the metric system. Now, the metric system is a system of measurement. In this system of measurement, we can measure in the following 3 key units. Liter, which will measure volume or capacity. Meter, which will measure length. And gram measures the weight. Okay, so that's why we say my metric system comes in hand for my liter, meter, gram. For any of these key units, I can put a prefix to it. So let's talk about these prefixes. All right, we have kilo, hecto, deca, key unit, deci, centi, milli. That's how we do it. All right, so what does this mean? This basically means in this particular example, let's say deci is to the right of liter. What that means is it takes 10 deciliters to equal 1 liter. So I have an example here. I have a smart bottle of water. This is equivalent to 1 liter. If I were to split this into tenths, into 10 sections, one of those tenths will be equal to a deciliter. So depending on what you're measuring, you may want to measure in a smaller unit or a larger unit. And so that's why we have so many options in the metric system. All right, so how can we use this to figure out our conversions? So for example, we may want to know something like this. How many kilometers would equal a certain amount of millimeters? How many kilometers would equal millimeters? All right, so we have an example here, 2 7/10 kilometers, and we figured out that that equals 2,700,000 millimeters. How do we get to that answer? I'm going to show you. All right, so we want to look at our chart, and we're going to start at kilo, where you're working from, and we want to figure out where we're going to, which would be milli. So how many spaces do we need to jump to get from kilo to milli on our chart? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spaces to the right, that basically means it's the same as, if we move that decimal 6 spaces to the right, it's the same as multiplying this number by 10 6 times. So that's why we say every time I move my decimal to the right, I multiply by 10, all right. Okay, so we want to write the digits 2 and 7, and we're going to move that decimal 6 spaces to the right. So I put my marker at the same spot between the 2 and the 7, and I move 6 spaces to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put my new decimal here. Any blanks you want to fill up with zeros. Once you have your zeros in, you're going to erase your loops. And then starting from your decimal, if you have any digits to your left, you want to count every 3 digits and place a comma. All right, so we now know that 2 7/10 kilometers would be equal to 2,700,000 millimeters. All right, let's try the opposite direction. Let's imagine we have, let's say, 5 6300ths centi, and I'm going to change the key unit to liters. All right, and we want to figure out how many deciliters that will be equal to. All right, so in this case, we're moving our decimal to the left. So we think about that. Every time I move my decimal to the right, I multiply by 10, all right. When I move my decimal to the left, I divide by 10, oh yes. So each time we move this decimal to the left, it's equivalent to dividing this number by 10. So let's see, going from centi to deca, how many spaces? That would be 1, 2, 3 spaces to our left. I'm writing the digits 5, 6, and 3. And I'm placing my marker where the original decimal is, between the 5 and the 6. And I'm moving a total of 3 spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3, and here's my new decimal. Any blank spots, I want to fill them with zeros, and then I go back and erase these loops, and I have my conversion. All right, so we have place values. Let's make sure we know those: tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Tenths, hundred, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. All right, so we have 563 100,000ths deciliters would be equal to 5 63 100th centiliters. All right, and that is our conversion, whether we're moving our decimal to the right or whether we're moving the decimal to the left. All right, thank you so much for watching. Keep hustling, determined, unstoppable dreamers conquer math.